Hello people of the internet, and welcome to day 10 of 31 days of Halloween makeup extravaganza. We're going to go ahead and clip back our hair and then get started by grabbing this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair Neutral, and I'm just applying that all over my face. And honestly, I used so much that I should have probably just ended up grabbing a foundation, but for some reason I didn't. We just used a boatload of concealer. So anyways, we're just going to apply a whole bunch of that on and then blend that out, and then we're going to be going in with the Airspun translucent extra coverage loose face powder and set all of that concealer in place so that way we don't have to worry about it moving around. Also, that was me looking at a dry patch of skin on my eye. I don't know why I didn't clip that out, but I already put it in the voiceover, so we're gonna leave that in. Anyways, like I said, setting it using this Airspun extra coverage translucent powder. Then after that, we're going to be going in with the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Palette. I'm going to be using the lighter shade to set around my eye area, and then we're going to be using the lightest bronzer shade to bronze up my face a little bit. And then going in with this little NARS blush in the shade Orgasm, we're going to just be applying that on our cheeks. And then this is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Freestyle Duo in the shade Sandcastle in Minted Mojito. And then I'm just using that for highlight. Once I am all set with the highlight, I'm going to be taking this Shop Miss A AOA Studio brow sculpting brow pencil, in the shade Medium Brown. And I'm just going to use that to fill my eyebrows in. And once my eyebrows are all set, this is the Ace Beauty Paradise Fallen palette. I'm going to be using a couple different shades in here, and I didn't write the names down this time, so I showed you which ones I used in the palette. Those are the ones we're using. And we're going to just create a deep purpley smoky eye. And then I was like, oh, this is too purple, and I want to do red lipstick. So then I ended up going back in with a little bit more of the black and the gray that I showed you to like kind of smoke it out, and then I took this little brown shimmer over top. Then I took the Shop Miss A AOA Studio Wonder liquid eyeliner to do a quick little wing, and then this is the KVD Beauty Everlasting lipstick in the shade XO, and I applied that on my lips. And yeah, that is essentially the full face. I think I go on with lashes and mascara later, but then I got this clay foam stuff from Hobby Lobby, so then I started sculpting a little eyeball to hang out of my head, and then I grabbed my Mehron face paint palette, and these are the colors that I was using. I was using the light blue, the dark blue, and I think it's medium blue, black, white, I don't remember what other color that I showed. Anyways, then taking some liquid latex, I get that out, get that ready, put some Vaseline on my eyebrow, then take a cotton round and use the liquid latex to apply that to my eyes, stick it to my face. And then I mixed a little bit of liquid latex and baby powder to thicken it up to make more of a paste consistency, so that way I could seal the edges with a thicker layer that would blend into my skin smoother, because layering up a bunch of thin layers of liquid latex, it just takes way longer, so thickening it up helps it, like, so you can do it way faster. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Now that I've got my little eye patch applied, I went ahead to make sure that the little bits are going to be all good on the little eyepiece. And then I decided to paint the iris and the pupil and everything onto the eyeball. And then I went ahead and painted the cotton round and around the cotton round. So that way, once I was ready to stick the little fake eyeball on, everything would be all ready to roll. I'm realizing now I don't think I said I was using red from the Mehron face paint palette. I'm using red, clearly. And then I go in with some black towards the centers to add a little bit of depth. Now that everything is all painted, I'm just applying some liquid latex to the cotton round and then also to the back of the little eyepiece where it was going to stick on, because the liquid latex will stick to itself. And then once I have it applied, I went ahead and added some more paint just to make sure everything is nice and painted evenly. And it was kind of difficult to paint certain parts of the eyeball piece when I was holding it because I didn't want to get paint all over my hands. So then I also added some more black behind to give it some more depth. And then this is the Spirit Halloween blood gel, and I just went ahead and applied this on the foam clay piece itself specifically to give it a nice like faux blood shine. And then these are the Ioni Cosmetics Faux Mink Wispy Flare Spike False Lashes. I went ahead and applied one of those to my eye that was available, and then took the Milk Cosmetics Kush Mascara and applied that to blend everything. Then taking some Vaseline, I just put that on the actual eyeball part to give it some shine. I also put some on my lips. And then this is the Spirit Scab Blood. I added that on there too because I feel like if your eye just jumps out of socket, it's not just going to be smooth blood only. Anyways, I literally don't know what way to like explain that. That doesn't sound disgusting. That's the finished look, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Kiss and bye.